Hey, Jeff here with Gardner's Mattress and More. As we get fired up, I'll be right back. All right, I forgot a couple props, but yeah, hey, so let's talk about, and you can get this handy dandy little guy that I'm going to bring to life here on video today for you. Sleep naturally. Today we're going to talk all about natural mattresses. What's inside? Are there really things called organic mattresses? The answer is yes. Yeah, there is, for sure. So let's first of all talk about what can be inside a natural and organic mattress, and then we'll kind of dig into some other things that you might want to know as you are considering a natural or organic or maybe even organic certified mattress. So one company that we represent here, Naturepedic, they make a fantastic product. They could have all of the certifications for cleanliness, for health, certified organic ingredients that you could want at a price that is very reasonable for you, considering that carries those certifications that are really true. Before I go in too much further, you know, there's a lot of what I would call greenwashing. Green is in the color green, like natural green washing that goes on out there. And basically what that means is you'll find a organic cotton cover around a mattress that has petrochemical foams in it. Maybe even all of the mattress, the entirety of it is petrochemical foam. That's what I would consider greenwashing. So it's really important that you understand fully what's actually inside your mattress. Now, before I go much further, I picked this side of the showroom for this video because really everything behind me that you can see, well, you can't see that way, but basically everything in this side of the showroom is either a natural ingredient coming from nature, or all natural ingredients, or certified organic natural ingredients. So let's get into what those are. First thing you've got is organic cotton batting. Okay, and bring this right up. So organic cotton, grown in fields with no chemicals, no pesticides, certified for that fact. Really a wonderful natural ingredient to lay on, very temperature neutral. As we go forward, that's the thing about natural bedding, is that it is very, very temperature neutral. You also have organic cotton wool. Okay, so as you dig in here and can see, you know, very luxurious, very resilient as wool, very durable, also very breathable. Okay, when you think of wool socks, wool sweaters, a lot of people will wear those wool socks, wool sweaters, things like that, and they might get itchy. They might feel they're too warm. Well, that's because you have an undershirt underneath your sweater, your socks are in boots, and there's not the ability for the air to get through and become a temperature neutral and insulating actual material. So wool is one of the most natural performance fibers that's out there. Those two fibers, cotton and wool, each on their own can be a fire barrier, meaning you have a natural fire retardant that every mattress made in the United States since 2007 must be fire retardant. Those two ingredients on their own and combined can be a wonderful natural fire retardant. So there's no chemicals in that regard either. Then you have this neat batting called PLA fiber. This actually comes from potatoes. So it's a neat fiber, very cost effective to produce. Naturepedic even goes as far as to get potatoes that are planted and harvested from non-GMO fields. That's the depth at which they go for their certification. So they'll use this in the quilting fibers, in pillows, really a nice material that kind of offsets the cost to bring your investment down a little bit. Then you have latex. So you have organic latex. Latex comes from the sap of a rubber tree, very bouncy, not very bouncy, I'm sorry, but bouncy-like and feel, very resilient, very durable, been around since the 50s. Latex is not something new. It is not something that's a fad. It's been around for quite some time. And the reality is most bedding insiders sleep on latex. Even companies that don't make latex, they sleep on latex because latex is wonderful. Myself, I sleep on 14 inches of luxurious latex from Posh and Lavish, the company right over my shoulder. It's incredible. I'm a big guy, not afraid to say it. Carry a lot of weight in the middle. Even with that amount of luxurious latex, I still get the proper support and I get all the comfort my body personally needs. So latex is very durable, very supportive, very comfortable. Then you have coil springs. So where Naturepedic goes with their coil springs, they use a organic cotton encased pocket for the coil spring itself, and they're sure to use steel that's properly done, properly made, not sourced from questionable regions of the world, and they do use recycled rail steel for it to be very firm, very durable, and basically does a very nice job of supporting your body. Okay, so those are the core ingredients of what goes into a natural mattress. There's certainly other things that can make its way in: horse hair, horse tail, horse mane, cashmeres, silks, things like that. Okay, we don't really get into any of that here. We keep it pretty simple. Those are the core ingredients. Before I go too much further in bringing our Sleep Naturally guide to life, one thing to think about, and a lot of people get hung up on this, I have two different pieces of latex in my hand. I'll bring them in close here to the camera. So you can see this sample is a little more sponge cake looking, a little more, I'm so sorry, a little more pound cake looking, I guess would be the analogy. This one's a little more airy, a little lighter. This is denser, this is lighter. This is a Dunlop processed latex. This is a Talalay processed latex. A lot of people get hung up on that process of latex. It is not a type of latex. It is a way to process natural sap rubber, or what you commonly know as latex. See, Talalay, the lighter, more airy, angel food cake-like of the two processes, is very exacting, okay? Is done and used in molds. It's poured into a mold. If you want a firm piece of Talalay latex, you will actually pour the mold to be about 3/4 full of the liquid content. And we'll get into rubber content and latex content as it relates to natural sap rubber here in a minute. But you pour that in, and if you want a firm piece of latex, you're going to put about 3/4 in. You're going to vacuum out the air and go through a curing process of heating and flash freezing to get it to this, tangible, solid form. You want a soft, you're going to put about half in. You want something in the middle, you'll go maybe 2/3, okay, of the liquid content of the sap rubber, or rubber rather, I should say. So that's what is the Talalay process. It basically comes down to, it allows the manufacturer to make a very consistent quality product to a very specified standard with very little waste. It is a more expensive process traditionally to make because it's poured, cured, one piece at a time in a mold, and that's how it's been done. So very nice product. Talalay is very nice to use for toppers because typically you can get a very soft piece of latex from Talalay that gives you a lot of surface comfort. Typically people look for durability, more firm support from Dunlop processed latex. Again, we'll go right here. You can kind of see what this looks like. So you can see at the top of this piece, gets a little more airy, a little more light up top, a little more solidified at the bottom. That's because Dunlop latex, into a mold, it's a continuous pour, it goes down a conveyor, it rises like a loaf of bread does as it's heated and cured. And what happens in that is you have the heavier particles of the latex content settle to the bottom, the lighter particles stay at the top. It's not as precise, but it is a more cost-effective way to do it. Additionally, it's very difficult, and I've yet to see, and I've got 20 years of industry experience around all sides of this business, from wholesale, sourcing, manufacturing, design, and retailing. I've yet to see a true 100% natural, from the sap of a rubber tree, Talalay latex. I've seen 85s, I've seen maybe 88, 89, but I don't know that I've seen anything with a 9, let alone 100%. Same can be said of Dunlop. You need to put in some clay, some sand to really make the mixture work together. It's just part of what it is. But Dunlop latex will no doubt have the highest sap rubber, natural sap rubber content in your mattress or in your mattress components that you're looking for. So if from the ground, from the earth, natural ingredients is important to you, you really should be looking at a Dunlop processed latex and then asking, can you tell me what the content is of the actual sap rubber? See, because that's where this greenwashing term comes into play again, is you have companies that say 100% natural latex. Well, latex has become a genericized term, okay? Latex is like Kleenex. It's like Coca-Cola or Coke. Down south, if you want to get a soda, they'll say, what flavor Coke do you want? It's not Coke as we know it here in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, the red and white can. It's not that Coke. They're basically asking you, what kind of soda do you want? What flavor? All right, you want a grape Coke? You want a root beer Coke, right? It's become a genericized term like Xerox. Xerox that for me. Okay, we might not use that term as much today as we used to, but these genericized terms become widely used and they become watered down. So latex has become one of those words. When you're looking at sap rubber content, that's what's important. You want to understand how much of the natural sap rubber from the sap of a rubber tree is in your mattress, because that's the quality. That's where the durability comes from. And the thing that I went to grab before we started was this. This is a piece of a mattress that we removed from a home. It was about the mid 60s is what the best that the homeowner could tell me, or the owner of this mattress. And we can see side by side, a newer piece of latex made in the last couple of years versus this piece of latex. If you look in the middle here on this piece, you can see it's that creamy, milky white after more than 60 years of time. Okay, so what you're seeing around the perimeter, this more orange crusty part, is really it's the sweat, it's the skin cells, it's the perspiration deposited into the mattress. Okay, that's what you're looking at. The inside of the mattress still looks creamy, milky white. Latex is very durable when you have that sap rubber content. When you have quote unquote natural, I'm doing the Joey from Friends, natural latex being that genericized term, natural being derived from plants, they have natural elastin. That's the things that like rubber bands are made from. It's what's in your gym shorts, the waistband there. Okay, even in the spandex type shirts, there's a certain degree of elastin in there. If you study that, if you Google it, you'll see what I'm talking about. But it's a Benchmade derived from plant-based content, natural latex. And some mattresses that you see advertised, especially the low price, quote unquote, all natural latex, isn't going to have a drop of sap rubber from the rubber tree itself. Doesn't have a drop of rubber in it. It's all natural plant-based elastin. So it's one of those things that becomes very confusing, and hopefully just touching on it here can help you cut through that clutter. All right, let's get into some other things about natural mattresses. Like I said, we produce a lot of content here. We're really tuned into bringing you information and helping you through the mattress process. So I'm just going to bring our Sleep Naturally guide to life today. And to give you a visual on this natural sap rubber that we're talking about, just right from the guide, we'll go low tech here. Right there, this image right here, that's the extracting of the sap rubber from the rubber tree poured into a mold. That's a Talalay latex mold right there. That's what the core looks like when it comes out. And when you're making Dunlop latex, it basically pours into a bigger bun looking similar to that as well. So that's what we're talking about. Natural sap rubber comes right from a rubber tree, harvested one at a time. I'm personal friends with someone that owns a plantation in Sri Lanka, the Southeast Asian part of the world. Asia Pacific is where a lot of natural sap rubber comes from, and that plantation is run wonderfully well. They make a fantastic product. It's actually the latex that's inside Naturepedic mattresses. And Justin runs a fantastic business, treating his workers well. They live there on the plantation. They have housing, and they work in the fields in the harvesting the natural sap rubber right from the tree. One bowl at a time, basically, is what they do. So very labor intensive, but creates a really, really great quality product. So why would you consider, right, the first chapter, why would you consider a natural or organic mattress? Well, you're looking to reduce chemicals in your life. You want to sleep on something that's not harmful to your body. You don't want chemicals. You don't want to be breathing in for 6 to 8 hours a night off-gassing chemicals. That's one reason why people do it. Another reason people do it is they understand that their skin is their largest organ in their body. They just don't want that organ of their body contacting something that they feel may harm their health. They may have other sensitivities to man-made synthetic products. Just a couple reasons why people will choose an organic mattress. Also, they just might like it. You know, there's really great feels. It's not like it used to be going back when I first got into this business 20 years ago. It was pretty much you had a couple choices of firm beds and that was it. A lot has happened. Now you have wonderful luxury latex from Posh and Lavish back in the back of the store. We have a great value option from Harvest Green where we have latex hybrids. We've got product that we designed from Gold Bond, 105-year-old company that offers a great feel and is just a little bit of a step down from the Naturepedic price points. Then you have the Naturepedic product where you can do custom sides, where if you like a side that's firmer and your spouse like a side that's softer, you can accomplish that because of the design of the beds. So those are a couple reasons why people choose a natural organic mattress, because they basically want their body close to something that's healthy, something that's not going to give off gassing. As we go on, we talked about natural rubber. We talked about how it needs to come from the sap of a rubber tree to be natural. When we're talking about Naturepedic, they use 100% natural sap rubber. So does Harvest Green. Posh and Lavish uses a blend of natural sap rubber and plant-based elastin, but we don't advertise it as a organic or even 100% natural product. We advertise it as a luxury latex because it's a luxury feel. And there's reason for that, okay? But it still uses cotton and wool for the fire barrier, so you're not breathing in chemicals, you're not breathing in toxins, all right? So there's a lot of reasons why we have the product selection that we have. So we talked about latex, we talked about what the difference between latex as a generic term is and sap rubber. So you'll want to pay attention to that when you're shopping. When we talk about, excuse me, what is natural rubber made of? Again, we're looking for sap rubber content processed two ways. Dunlop, Talalay. Think of Dunlop as your pound cake, denser, more supportive. Talalay is your angel food cake, lighter, more airy, certainly softer. Okay, you can still get firm and soft from both. And actually, there's my friend Justin in Sri Lanka. They're producing a Dunlop right now that feels really close to Talalay. It fooled me the first time I saw it. So there's a lot of advancements that are coming along. So again, don't get hung up on process. Get hung up on the quality of what the latex is. Is it 0% natural sap rubber from a tree? Is it 100% or somewhere in between? And there's good reason to have the somewhere in between. Some of the best latex mattresses in the world are blended latex, sap rubber, and basically from plants, from the bench. That's fine. That's what Posh and Lavish is behind my shoulder. We used to offer Prana Sleep. They're a fantastic company. Just as the companies grew, our business grew, their business grew, we just kind of grew away from each other. Doesn't mean it was wrong, just it means it didn't fit anymore, all right? So looking at the composition of your mattress is very, very important, and really study in. Don't just fall into 100% natural. We covered that. That can come from plants, which are natural, but it's not the sap from a rubber tree, which is what's important. Getting sap from a rubber tree is going to get you a mattress that has incredible durability. 60 years in, still looks milky white, okay? That's what you want to get, because latex and natural bedding is an investment typically, so you want to pay attention to what you're getting. What does it feel like, right? So next chapter right here. what does a latex mattress feel like? Well, it's very uplifting typically, because you're either going to have pocket coils as your support, or you're going to have a firmer latex. Then you get the comfort from those comfort layers on top, whether that be cotton, wool, PLA fiber, or softer latexes. You're going to get those pressure points filled in, shoulder relief, hip relief, the lower your back filled in, behind your neck. Basically, when you lay down on a latex or even a hybrid natural mattress, you're going to have a lot of uplift, but then a lot of comfort that comes through. And we find, honestly, our happiest customers lay down on natural latex, and they sleep on natural latex. We get very few returns for an all latex mattress, and we get very few returns overall with natural products. We find our customers are just happier, okay? We talked about what other materials are inside: organic cotton, wool, PLA. We went over what those all are, all right? So I kind of tend to jump ahead, so I went out of order, but still, I went over what earlier in the video, what's all inside the bed and the reasons why you might have it. You know, how long will it last? I mean, this is a question. Every mattress lasts. It doesn't matter if it's natural, organic, something from Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Tempur-Pedic. Every mattress lasts. You see somebody that's, shamefully discarded a mattress on the side of the road. You recognize it as a mattress. It's lasted. Has it been comfortable? No. Did it lose its support? Yes. Was it no longer providing any value to that person? So much so they just discarded it on the side of the road. Sad. But how long will a natural mattress last? Well, I've shown you an example here, right here, in the flesh, removed from somebody's home, took a chunk out of the corner. You can see how the durability of it does last long term. If you protect your mattress, keep it clean with proper protection, you rotate it or you flip it, depending on if your bed can do that, your comfort life, where you wake up happy with reduced pain, feeling good, energized, productive, you should get easily 10, 12, 15 years of what we call comfort life. Enjoying the bed. Like I said, waking up happy, feeling good, being productive, that should easily happen, okay? You might get longer. Just is all going to depend on your body, your aches and pains, what you do. You know, we can fit somebody for a wonderful mattress right here today, but they go home and tomorrow in the yard doing mulch, they throw their back out and damage their back forever. That's going to change their perception of their mattress, the seat of their car, their office chair tremendously. So you want to look at setting yourself up long term for good support and then comfort your body can work with, grow into, and we firmly believe here natural, latex, organic options are certainly the choice and best setup for you to enjoy your mattress long term. Our happiest customers buy all natural, 100% latex mattresses. Allergies. This is a big one that people ask us about. Well, what if I'm allergic to latex? So latex producers go to great lengths to wash out the proteins, rinse those away in their manufacturing process to get rid of that protein, which is what most people are allergic to when they have a true latex allergy. Where people get discomfort, irritation in the skin, maybe in the eyes, is from the dyes and detergents used to make latex products like gloves and Band-Aids. Okay, more often than not, people have an allergic reaction to the glue used in a Band-Aid you put on your hand for a cut. Now, I'm not a doctor, but the reality is I've studied this subject for 20 years, and that's what I've come to learn. Again, you should talk with your doctor. If you have an allergist, you should talk with them. We can send you home with a little sample of latex. You know, we've had people, put this in a bag, their spouse handles it, they put it in the trunk, they drive home, right? Then they put it at home, they put it in the kitchen, and they kind of get around it. Then they get a little closer. Then they might rub it on their skin if nothing has come up. So we can work with you. We're happy to work with you. But allergies as it relates to actual sap rubber, natural latex proteins, are few and far between. People are more at risk, more allergic, more reactionary to the byproducts of making it itself. And I use the analogy often. When people pull the latex gloves out of the box from the doctor's office, you see that little poof of dust. Well, that dust is what really almost always irritates people more so than natural rubber protein does. Because again, all of that's been washed out. It's been rinsed away. You're not actually touching it. So if you have great concern, speak with your doctor. We can get you a sample. You can spend some time with it and see how your body works. All right? But by and large, it's really not so much of an issue. Just one of those things you hear more about than anything. A lot of people think that natural mattresses might be hot to sleep on, right? So we're looking at wool, we're looking at cotton. Well, cotton's very breathable, we know that. Wool can be tremendously breathable. It's nature's performance fiber, keeps you warm when you need it, cool when you want it. Latex is very interesting. Memory foam is nice. Memory foam's pressure relieving, it offers support. You know, memory foam, I like to say, you get in, you sleep in to get the comfort out of it. Latex, you sleep on to get the comfort out of it. It's instantly there for your body, and you purchase your latex mattress based on how it exactly feels when you're laying on it. Memory foam, you get in and it kind of conforms, takes a little time, works with your body heat. If you were to put a memory foam mattress outside on a very, very cold day and a latex mattress outside on that same cold day, you know, it's 20 degrees outside, that memory foam mattress is going to be like a brick. There's even some retailers that have shown me pictures, you know, North Dakota, Wyoming, where it's very cold in the winter. A mattress drops and it actually develops a crack because of the foam composition. Latex you put outside, it's going to be cold to the touch because it's the ambient temperature, but the performance of it, how it feels, is not going to change at all. Same thing on a hot day. Put a memory foam bed outside on a hot day, it's going to be very fluid-like. It's probably not even going to feel like the same mattress you laid on in the store. Latex, put it out, again, you're going to feel hot to the touch, but it's not going to change its density. It's not going to change its resiliency. It is temperature neutral in that regard, and we just don't get the complaints about being too warm. We really don't get warm complaints at all, but as it relates to natural and organic latex bedding, we just don't get those complaints. So it is not something that you should be concerned about. If you're concerned about temperature, it typically comes out to being something more about your pajamas, your bedclothes, your sheets, your mattress protector. Those things have far more direct impact on the comfort and the temperature that you sleep than actually what's underneath you. Because that's what your body's on. If you're not controlling humidity, if you're not controlling moisture, that's what's going to make you most uncomfortable first. And to touch on that, we just get you into a cool tensile natural fiber protector, takes humidity away from your body, doesn't build up moisture, and you get set up with a nice bamboo, very breathable set of sheets. Those are the two biggest things you can do if you're overly warm when you sleep. Can you use these beds, these mattresses on box springs, platforms, adjustable bed bases? Yes, yes, and yes. All right. Biggest thing with any mattress today is we want a nice rigid surface that doesn't have a lot of gaps, isn't going to let the mattress get down in and cause problems with how you feel it on the top. So these mattresses can work perfectly fine with your existing adjustable bed base, or if you get one with a platform rise or a platform bed, providing your slats are no more than 3 inches apart. So it doesn't matter how wide they are, it just can't be about no more than 2 to 3 inches apart. You want to have them that close to give proper support for your mattress, and it can go on a foundation. As long as there's a flat surface across the top, that's what we're looking for, okay? It'll work just fine. A lot of people ask, can I afford this? You know, they look at organic products, they see such a price difference for organic food as compared to, you know, regular food in the other parts of the grocery store. The answer is yes. I mean, all of these mattresses, I mean, we have what I call natural mattresses that start $599 in queen. Then we have them, they go up to $5,999. So there's a wide range, and we have a number of things we can do to make it more affordable for you as far as getting it home. We offer no interest financing through Synchrony Bank, where you can have up to 60 months no interest and just pay it off over time if that's easier for you. And again, we've got other price points in that $1,000, $1,500, $2,000 range, which is kind of in the wheelhouse of where most mattresses are sold today anyway. So yes, you can make that investment. It doesn't have to be, you know, the price of the first house you bought when you were younger or your first car. All right, we have a number of options. That's what we do here. We specialize in this product, and we have the biggest selection in the area. So we'd invite you to come in, check out what we have, share this education with you, share the experience with you. And right now, even during this time, spring of 2020, we are still working together very closely with closely in quotes, closely with you in the way that we can work virtually through Zoom, you know, some other virtual technology, even phone, text. And if you'd like to come to the store, we'll book a one-on-one appointment where it's just you, just us. We'll follow all proper distancing measures. You can wash your hands at our hand washing station, and you know, we'll obviously keep a good distance. We've got 8,000 square feet here. We have no problem giving a little separation and having you be comfortable and safe. So that's this video. I hope you enjoyed it. A lot of information. I'll come back here, sum it up, give you the bullet points and the times that we talk about certain topics so you can quick skim through. But thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Jeff with Gardner's Mattress and More. We are your Wake Up Happy store. We guarantee that with our 120-night Wake Up Happy guarantee. Thank you so much for supporting our business. Do me a favor, share this video. If you know anybody that can use this information, we would greatly appreciate it right now. That little click to share would be just tremendous. Thank you. Have a great day.